So if you were asked to describe yourself without using your job title, or your income, would you be able to do that? For many people, the answer is no. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how many people's identity has become their job. Working as an engineer, walking around, talking to a few different people at the location where I work, I've noticed that so many people are just work, 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 work. And there's nothing wrong with working. There's nothing wrong with having the drive to work. But for many people, it's even gotten to the point to where they don't even want to take time off to enjoy themselves or take time off to take a break from the work. And when your job has become your identity, I personally believe that it keeps you stuck. I went to school for 5 years to become an engineer. And as I started to work, what I've noticed is that, hey, look, my name's Matthew and I'm an engineer and I'm an engineer and I'm an engineer. And I had allowed for me going to school to get a degree to be able to provide for myself, provide for my future family, to become my identity. I'm not an engineer. Engineering is what I do. You may be an engineer, you may be a doctor, you may be working at Waffle House, you may be working at Publix, you may be a store manager, you may be working at Sephora. It doesn't matter where you are working at currently, but that job is not your identity. I want you to see that job as an opportunity for you to better yourself, for you to better your family, because honestly, that's what it is. One of the sayings that my dad said, and it stuck with me, and I've been living by it ever since he told me. And he said, son, I want you to remember this. He said, remember that you work so that you can live. You don't live so you can work. And so many people are going throughout their lives, and this was me included at one point in my life, where I was just focused on working, 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 working. And that caused for me to lose myself. People have asked, well, what do you like to do outside of work? I don't really know. Hey, do you want to go here? No, that's okay. I want to just go home. And it caused me to basically isolate myself because I got so focused. And there's nothing wrong with being focused at all. However, it caused for me to say, if I bring up the topic that I'm an engineer, it just makes me credible all of a sudden. Or it allows for me to have some type of status. When in reality, it doesn't. No matter what job you're doing, whether you are working as a manager, whether you are, owning a restaurant, it does not matter. That is not your identity. That is who you are. Now, some of the things that you do for a job may be part of your character, like being an engineer. I like doing math. I like doing math problems, and that is part of my identity. But that is a characteristic, that is a part of it. It's not who I am. And so many people are lost in life right now because they have allowed for their job to become their identity. I'm the engineer and I'm the doctor such and such and I'm lawyer such and such. Like, none of that matters. When you strip all of that stuff away, if it goes away, who are you? And if you don't have the answer to that, then you have work to do. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I was once in that state of mind. I'm Matthew, the engineer, and I've made it. When the reality of it was, I was not a very good person. I was very cut or dry and, being rude to people. And that's not how you should be. Just because you have a specific job or a specific position doesn't mean that you are better than anybody. And once you understand that all of us are people. Some people have better opportunities than others. Some people create better opportunities than others, but we are all still people. So I wanted to make this video to remind you that your job is not who you are. It is what you do. And when you realize that, now you can start building and start working on different things that's going to allow for you to know more of who you are. Know more of who you are for your wife or your husband or for your kids. And know more who you are for yourself so that you can enjoy life and be peaceful and you can go out and enjoy those different things. So I hope that this video was helpful. If so, make sure you leave a like and comment what your biggest takeaway was below, and I will catch you in the next video.